Uh, Good afternoon. I want to talk a little bit about our vision and the correlation between Israel, the image of Israel, and what we are doing as players in the high-tech industry. I'm talking about all of us because we are all playing in the high-tech industry, and I'm talking also from the perspective of Pitango Venture Capital. So as we all know, in the last 2 years, the world is going through a major financial crisis. It affects many geographies in many ways. And we have to say and be proud that relatively Israel is weathering the storm. And sometimes it's even perceived to be a small miracle. How come Israel, with lots of challenges in many fronts, is really doing so well on the financial and economic front? And some of the data that you probably know, we almost reach a GDP of $30,000 per capita. The unemployment rate is going down. It's now around 6.6, 6.7%, which is lower than in many European countries as well as the US. We've been accepted to the OECD, and we know that the export of Israeli products is reaching almost $70 billion, great deal of it around the high-tech products. So we think, and we are saying in different ways, that the high-tech is leading the Israeli economy. It is already, or Israel is already known as a global innovation center, and you've heard that we are leading in number of patents per capita. We are among the three leading countries in New York and Nasdaq stock exchange, and all are very impressive data and facts that are well known, which are all related to the high-tech industry in Israel. So in high-tech, we are leaders. We are initiating all kinds of things. We are investing. We are doing a lot of marketing. But apparently, we are not doing such a good job in other areas. And I think this is one of the things that we want to talk about and maybe help all of us to improve. So in the high-tech industry, we've built such a great relationship. And first, the house that we are here, the IBM, and when I was talking with Mary before, I said, that IBM is in Israel for 50 years. He corrected me, it's 60 years. And I had the honor, the pleasure, the right to work for IBM in the early 80s. And this is just one example. We know that Intel is very active in Israel, and Microsoft, and Google, and Cisco, and HP, and TI, and AOL. I mean, you name it. Look how many relationships we've been able to build with all the leaders in the world. But I think we failed to do it in other areas, especially in the political context. So the high-tech is a growth engine of the Israeli economy, and I think it can play a major role also in leading the image and the perception that the world has about Israel. And this is not about the political perception, and it is not about politics at all. It is about the good things that we are all sharing in Israel, and I'm sure it will be mentioned during this meeting this afternoon. And I think it happens to me, and I'm sure to you, when I'm meeting business colleagues everywhere. And Barcelona is a great place where there is a substantial presence of Israeli companies. I'm not sure how many this year. I think last year it was 80 companies or around 80 companies.
80 were exhibiting, but there were around 150, 200 companies.
So it is impressive. I mean, it has nothing to do with our relative proportion in the you know, in the community. So each one of us can play a major role in improving the image and the perception of Israel, talking about what he's doing, about the high tech, about the innovation, about the open way we do business, about the transparency in Israel, about the democracy, about the food and the wine and how lively Tel Aviv is, etc. And I think these kind of things are maybe more influential than other things, and definitely it shade a different light vis-a-vis what everybody is watching on the different TV channels. So I hope we will all be able to take maybe a more active position, and that this afternoon will be helpful to all of us to crystallize our thoughts and be ready for the challenges that each one of us has in his own company, trying to promote his own business, but also in representing Israel in his own small world. So thank you very much, and I wish you all a productive evening.